I mean, where they carried him beside on the horse.
Those props?
A carbine.
The
That's
repeater?
a repop of a carbine.
Yeah, like the Gunsmoke gun, or the Winchester.
Yeah,
We've sold
repop.
Yeah.
And this chair, you might want to take a picture of that.
That was the Ulysses Grant.
Oh, U.S. Wow.
Who's Ulysses Grant? John.
Oh, I thought.
I don't know. Who is he?
You know.
The president?
He was the president.
Well, he was
Really?
a famous general in the Civil War for the
Then
North.
he became the president right after.
And then he
after
became
making that shot, he
president.
became the president.
Oh, yeah.
Grant versus Lee, Civil War.
Yeah.
Confederate Union.
Wow.
And look at
That was
this
Grant,
piece here.
supposedly.
I think this is Lee.
Did you figure it out?
Who is he?
You know.
The president?
He was the president.
Well, he was
Really?
a famous general in the Civil War for the
Then
North.
he became the president right after.
And then he
after
became
making that shot, he
president.
became.
Decorative plaque, though.
That's kind of
And
cool.
John, that pair of glasses right there are the earliest you'll ever see. Look at the big rings on the back of them. That's where they tied it around the back of their head.
Are they tied with the string? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, very cool. What year are those?
Oh, those are 1700s.
Wow. Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look apart.
Well, even earlier than Franklin, I think.
Wow.
And that stick is really early too.
Candlestick, yeah.
And this, look at this, John, the name under it, what it says.
Printed by or?
The surrender of Lord Cornwallis at Yorktown, 1880. That's the Revolutionary War.
Yeah.
So that's 100 years
Before
the Civil War.
Civil War, yeah.
90 or whatever. 80.
And look at this, this came off of a steamboat. And you can see the boat down below, and then look at the figure. I think it was on one of the smokestacks. And it had the name of the
Up here.
riverboat.
It says steamer.
And then look at you can see it down below.
It was some kind of a piece of metal on a boat.
Yeah.
All the pitting from the.
Yeah, hail and
Yeah.
everything else.
Salt and stuff.
Well, it was a river boat, right?
Not a river, no.
Ocean.
It could have been ocean going.
That would make it.
If you look at it, it was a pretty big boat.
Oh yeah, look at the boat. It is a big boat.
And its name was up here. It was the line of steamers, something line of steamers.
And the word something there.
And look at this. This is dated 1801, I think. It's British, but it has the wax seal, and then there's a coin there that I think has who was it? William or no, George II.
Has his picture on it?
Yeah, his
Wow.
image on it.
That's pretty cool.
Well, you continue to just keep. You should have worked at a museum. You should have been. You should have owned a museum. Maybe.
I know. And look, it's the Santa Fe Railroad, and look at the bridge.
I know.
And this was done, I think, in the 30s. And this guy was the illustrator for Rocky Mountain News, and he did this for
Phillips. Phillips. What was his first name? I knew this guy.
But this was their poster for the railroad. I
Oh.
can't even think of their name now. The Rio Grande.
Okay.
And this actual image became the poster.
That was the poster that they made from there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had those. That's cool. Original art from the poster.
Yep.
That's really. Did you just get that?
Yeah.
Or it's not the Book of Knowledge, obviously. It's probably a Stevens or Williams.
Yeah.
Which one is he?
I don't know.
Does he work?
Yeah, I think it does. The spring's still in there and everything.
That's awesome.
I wanted to tell you guys something. This is incredible. This guy was a general in the Civil War. His name was John Pope, and he was a major general. And after he was pretty famous. I got books with his picture and everything. But these are all he did short plays. He had letters to all kinds of people all over. And it's got copies of his letters, what he received, everything.
So that's his writing, maybe?
This was a note to him from somebody. And it was, here's where it started. this was 19 something. It's of course after the Civil War. It's Colonel J.W. Pope, 1143 Logan
Denver,
Road. It was our place,
Place or
Denver,
road,
Colorado. My dear Pope.
You listened to the.
And-
This is mimeograph back here. This is
Yeah,
not, you know.
but it's got all kinds. And there's his handwriting.
Cool.
He was also in charge of all the prisoners, Confederate prisoners at Leavenworth.
Oh,
And
the whole.
there's stories in there of how to treat prisoners, what they should be wearing, all that.
Have you read quite a bit of it?
Yeah,
That's really cool.
I've read all
Yeah.
his letters and the letters he received, and he's even got the War of 1812.
a large collection.
How it was conducted in the Midwest and up around your area and all that. And Harrison was in charge of a lot of the raids and all that at the time.
Okay.
And it talks about that was the actual story of.
So somebody had his information pretty nicely documented. It looks
Oh,
like.
yeah.
It looks really nice. That's
Yeah.
really cool. That'd be
All
fun.
John, I've got a big book
About-
that's got a lot of the engravings in it, and it's got one full page, a big page of Pope.
So
John
there's
Pope.
some good information about
He
Pope.
was not popular.
Oh, yeah?
Most of his people under him, he did some of the early exploration of the West. He along with what's the guy's name that did a lot of stuff.
Down southwest, you mean?
Yeah, explorer kind of.
Oh.
And they got back, and Pope was going to be in charge by the president at the time, and this other guy resigned. He wouldn't serve under him.
He's a prick.
Yep.
that'd be fun to go learn as much as you can about
Oh.
Pope. You know, find books and stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, just to learn more and more about him. There's probably a bunch of books written about him.
Yep.
Firewood.
Sure it is.
I was gonna say teak.
I don't know. What do you
But
think it is?
I thought it was.
Might be.
What's the Hawaiian wood?
Cocoa?
Koa wood.
It could be.
That's what I think.
It looks
judging-
kind of like
that doesn't
cocoa.
look like teak.
No, no.
It does look kind of island.
But yeah.
Okay.
Really thick.
Looks good. Looks a lot better than it was.
For stuff that you take. But I got a bunch of black pottery, and then look at these.
Oh, I just saw
Look
some
at
of those. Oh yeah. I saw those last
Yeah,
time.
did you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
those are off of a Revolutionary War British soldier.
I think they're British.
Yeah, those are the boards on your shoulder.
Oh, you shoulder
Shoulder
pad.
boards.
Yeah, shoulder boards.
Wow.
Pretty cool. So
And- This book I think is on Lee.
I mean, that's amazing. There's not many of those out there.
What's the date?
1871.
1871.
It's
J.E. Cook. Could that be J.E. Cook?
I don't know.
No.
No. It's probably the guy that owned
Okay,
it.
let's
No,
not
leave
go.
him.
Okay.
Just leave him.
I'm gonna leave them.
But I wanted to show you also. Look at this.
Wow. Don't show that. $500.
Look at this. This is dated, and it's regulations on the cavalry.
1804.
1804.
And it shows illustrations of how you should line up your animal. And look at this thing.
Is that American?
Oh yeah.
Does it tell you where it was printed, like in Boston or something? That's really cool. So like 1804, 220 years old. That's almost as old as the country's. It's like 20.
What's it say for the
The country's like 30 years old. At this time.
formations and movements of cavalry?
The elucidation of regulations. An elucidation of
Here's the
regulations.
publication. It should be right there.
Yeah, Boston.
Wow, that's really cool. That's
then-
really cool.
And I'm sure you've heard of McClellan,
Yeah.
the saddles.
Oh yeah.
That's his book. Look at the title on it.
That's almost as good as Armschmier by Winchester. George McClellan, Manual of Bayonet Exercise, prepared for the use of
Wow.
the Army of the United States, printed by the War Department. There's a date, I'm thinking, but it's Roman numerals. Yeah, I don't know what the Roman numerals. Wait, 1852. So the Civil War hasn't started yet.
And his saddle probably wasn't even
Oh,
designed or made yet.
wait, I gotta see that name that you just said, McClellan, yeah. And then Heisey was the other one. George McClellan was a famous saddle maker. Here he is, the commander-in-chief of the U.S. Army. I didn't know that. He was an army chief before he made saddles? I didn't know that. Oh, that's the...
Kachina.
That's an old one, huh?
That one of the really early ones with the feathers. Look at the hair down there.
That's
That's
crazy.
real Indian here.
Whirling logs.
Yep, whirling logs. Well, how old is this one?
I'd say it's probably 1890s, 1900s.
And then,
They're expensive. I paid a lot. I really stepped up for this.
and does
guy.
his head come off? No, his head doesn't come off. No.
No.
Yeah, that's really cool. Is he missing his arms?
No, I see. This doesn't have a hole for arm.
Okay.
There is a hole there for something. I don't know why.
Oh, that's cool. 1890s. Is that what tribe is that one?
Hopi,
Hopi, yeah.
Hopi Pueblo.
Okay. Did Navajo use twirling logs also, or did just?
Oh yeah, and their
Okay.
blankets and
Yeah,
rugs.
yeah.
And then this is. Look at this. I don't know. Did you see this?
No.
Oh, this is incredible.
That is incredible.
And this guy's really well known. O.C. Seltzer.
There, watercolor is the hardest thing to do.
Show me. Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
And then look, he even did this down here with the dog teepees, a little fire.
What is that worth?
Well, probably about 5 or 6.
Yeah, I believe every minute of it.
I really stepped up. And this is,
We're always stepping up.
look at this.
That's the old one
It's an early one. Delft
from Holland.
with the horse. And look at this on top.
What's on the bottom?
It's just
Nothing.
nothing. It's
Oh,
just,
no.
They used to, the newer, but
Yeah.
this is really early.
That's probably handmade. That other one's
Yeah.
come out of a mold.
Yeah, this is, and then over here, I got from this one right here. Look at what's on it.
What does it say?
Believe it or not, this pot could be worth up to $6,000.
You hold it.
I don't want Peter
Maria.
to touch anything.
Maria Clara Pottery or
Santa
Santa Maria. Yeah,
But it's,
that's hers.
the difference is this is Maria plus Santana. And this is like pre-1940, and Santana was her daughter-in-law.
Oh, so she made
And
it
that's
together.
why this is pretty rare.
So she made that with her daughter-in-law. You think they both?
Oh, yeah.
They both signed
One
it?
of them decorate. I think
Oh.
the daughter-in-law decorated it with the serpent on it.
And did she? Do you think Maria? She molded. She threw it.
She does the glazing and
Okay.
molding, and
Okay. Oh yeah. Look at the serpent,
Wow.
the snake, or the dragon.
but this is really. I
That's
was
super
shocked
cool.
when I looked at it.
Wow.
You should put a light underneath the table.
Yeah, I thought about that.
Yeah, it's
But
frosted.
who am I gonna? I don't have anybody to show stuff to.
There's some good ones in there.
And there's a wedding vase up there that was part of it. And
He just didn't throw them in a box. They were wrapped up, weren't they?
they were kind of wrapped.